Hello everyone. I've been super addicted to Palia lately, or is it Palia? So even though it is still in closed beta, I wanted to give some tips to new players, because more invites are rolling out every day. Please be aware that at the time of writing this, I only have 2 days of experience, so my knowledge is limited, and as the game just entered beta, lots of stuff is still subject to change. Without further ado, here are 5 tips for starting Palia. Assuming you did the tutorial already, which if you haven't, please do that. One of the first things you will want to do is prepare to upgrade by grabbing some copper. Copper is used for the first upgrade for each of your tools, to make stronger arrows, and to make repair kits for your tools, as well as for various crafting recipes. Copper is great to have on hand, but the respawn can take a while, especially if other players swipe it before you. Here's the route I use to get from my plot directly to mining as much copper as I can. This part is visual, so I will shut up and let you watch. That's odd, there's normally 2 or 3 piles of copper over here. Someone must have recently mined it. Now there's our culprit. That's okay, if we head north from here there will be tons more. Perfect. Look how much we got from one run. I'd like to add that I don't yet have a route for iron, as I haven't memorized any good spawn locations, but when you do start looking for it, what I usually do is I climb as high as I can to get a good vantage and just look for iron near hills, mountains, and mines. Alrighty, you got your copper and you're waiting for it to respawn. The next thing you will need is some money. The fastest very early game method that I have used is by hunting. Antlers sell for a good amount, though they are fairly rare drops, and you can also sell the hides and cook the meat for focus. A few things of note when hunting: upgrading your bow increases your range only, not your damage, which I kinda hope they change. If you want to one-shot these deer things, you'll need to upgrade your arrows using copper, like I said in the last tip. If you see one with a darker pattern, that is an elder. Their drops are better, but they take about quadruple the effort to take down. So if you only have base arrows like I do, for the example clip, it might be more worth your time and resources to stick to the regular deer things. Once your inventory is nice and full of meat, fur, and a few antlers, you can either drop them in your shipping box on your plot, or sell them to Zeki directly if you need cash immediately. Third tip is gardening. Different crops you buy will have different effects, like tomatoes helping surrounding crops retain water, so you don't have to water them too often, or wheat and rice increasing your crop's growth. Lots of different crops have different ways to help your garden, so check what they do when you plant them, and try to mix and match your pairings instead of putting the same type all in a row. Fourth tip, yeah, that was a quick one. Sometimes you will get star quality items. They sell for more, and when cooked, they give you more focus. There are a few ways for guaranteed star quality, such as catching a bug that is sparkling and shining, or catching a fish in these rippling spots. They also make a sound when you're near, so if you're foraging, for example mushrooms, you might hear the good quality ones as well. I prefer to save my high quality stuff for cooking, because I just really love the cooking mechanic in this game. And it gives more focus. But you're free to just sell it off immediately for the boosted price. Fifth and final tip is to look out for opportunities to join communities or just hang out with other players, as there are tons of benefits to this. If everyone's maxed their resource, everyone gets the drops. You don't have to be in a party. This even works for hunting, so you can save arrows by sharing prey. Fishing gives you a fishing with friends bonus if you do it when other players are fishing nearby, and occasionally you'll find glowing purple trees that heal themselves, so they feel impossible to chop down, but if you do it as a team, they're super easy to take down, and you get good resources. If you're antisocial like me, all this can be done without even joining a party, so just look for people who are doing what you want to do, and see if they don't mind you joining in. Just remember to be polite and respectful if people want to be left alone, of course. I'll throw in a few bonus tips I didn't want to count as actual tips because telling you to remember something isn't an actual tip in my opinion. First, remember you can teleport to your own plot from anywhere for free from your map, and it just goes on a long cooldown. So when that is on cooldown, using any fast travel station will only cost you 10 gold to return to your plot that way. This will save you a ton of time, especially if you're way out iron hunting and your inventory fills up. Also, in the theme of remembering things, you get reputation from pretty much every single thing you do in this game. Quests, leveling skills, making friends, and getting achievements. Don't forget to spend it. You can spend it at the statue where you started the game to get a bigger experience bonus from your focus, or at the Dragon Shrine to get more focus altogether. So don't let it sit in your inventory too long. I think it caps at 1,000, so you don't want it to overflow because then you're just missing out. That's it, that's the video. You can click off now. Stay hydrated and make good choices. For anyone watching the rest, now I just have a message. I want to grow my channel, but I want to do it my own way. You'll notice I didn't try to make the tip number bigger by calling arbitrary things tips. I didn't label doing the tutorial as a tip because that's obvious. I didn't separate the copper tip from the iron tip or the hunting tip from the selling at Zeki's shop tip because they were related to each other. I also made remembering things not a tip because that's not really a tip. I try to keep everything as honest and straightforward as possible because I find those time wasting and clickbaiting tactics disrespectful to the viewer. I know doing these things would definitely help my channel grow, but I refuse to because I don't want to be rude to my viewers. So please consider subscribing so I can grow even though I ignore the algorithm and refuse to do common practice. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.